day, everyone. The first topic is all about the financial statement for a manufacturing business. The importance of financial statement. Accounting provides the financial framework for analyzing the results of an executive set of decisions and makes possible the continuous success of a business or improvement in operation. A primary objective of a business is to increase the asset from operation. And there are four financial statements. First is the balance sheet. Second, income statement. Third is the cost of goods manufactured statement. And lastly is the statement of cash flow. Management has the responsibility to make the kinds of decisions that generates net income. The financial statement of a manufacturing firms are similar to those retail type of business. Next is, a manufacturing company makes physical products from parts and materials. The income statement is one of the most important financial statement this type of firm prepares. Knowing the items that belong on the statement can help the small business properly report its performance.
KFC tayo. Pang-vegetarian ba yan?
Ha? Vegetarian ka na?
Yes, sir. Mula ngayon, dapat lahat within my budget.
KFC Fill-Up Box. 5 favorites all for 99 pesos. Fill up more with a Fill-Up Box.
Pang-vegetarian.
Good day, everyone. I am here to explain the analysis for decision making. But first, let us define what is analysis for decision making is. So, decision analysis is the process of evaluating options to make decisions. It involves complex analysis to figure out the long and short-term benefits and drawbacks of the different decision alternatives or options. Identify the facts, data, and raw numbers relevant to the decision and determine how you crunch the numbers so they can inform the decision or selections of options. Big data is the term given to the proliferation and abundance of the data decision makers must consider. Computer programs available for analyzing complex data include spatial, visual, or cloud-based presentations. To synthesize what's important to consider in your decision making, explore the facts. It is the rational logical portion and what is going on in the situation, the feelings or emotions, the relationships, the socials. Pull out the main ideas to use in subsequent steps. You can either use a mind map, a method to visually map related ideas, or you can tuck related ideas under the key points so you can see the relationships between the information you've gathered. There are steps to improve your data analysis skills. Step 1 is define your questions. In your organizational or business data analysis, you must begin with the right questions. Questions should be measurable, clear, and concise. Design your questions to either qualify or disqualify potential solutions to your specific problem or opportunity. Step 2. Set clear measurement priorities. This step breaks down into two sub-steps. A. Decide what to measure. B. Decide how to measure it. A. Decide what to measure. Using the government contractor example, consider what kind of data you'd need to answer your key question. In this case, you'd need to know the number and cost of current staff and the percentage of time they spend on necessary business functions. In answering these questions, you likely need to answer many sub-questions. Example, are staff currently underutilized? If so, what process improvements would help? Finally, in your decision on what to measure, be sure to include any reasonable objections any stakeholders might have. Example, if staff are reduced, how would the company respond to the surges in demand? So B. Decide how to measure it. Thinking about how you measure your data is just as important, especially before the data collection phase, because your measuring process either backs up or discredits your analysis later on. Key questions to ask for these steps include: what is your time frame? What is your unit of measure? What factors should be included? Step 3. Collect data. With your questions clearly defined and your measurements priority set, now it's time to collect your data. As you collect and organize your data, remember to keep these important points in your mind. Before you collect new data, determine what information could be collected from existing databases or sources on hand. Collect this data first. Determine a file storing and naming system ahead of time to help all task team members collaborate. This process saves time and prevents team members from collecting the same information twice. If you need to gather data via observations or interviews, then develop an interview template ahead of time to ensure consistency and save time. Keep your collected data organized in a log with collection dates and add any sources notes as you go, including any data normalization performed. This practice validates your conclusions down the road. Step 4. Analyze data. After you've collected the right data to answer your questions from step 1, it's time for deeper data analysis. Begin with manipulating your data in a number of different ways. As you manipulate your data, you may find you have the exact data you need, but more likely you might need to revise your original questions or collect more data. Either way, this initial analysis of trends, correlations, variations, and outliers helps you focus your data analysis on better answering your questions and any objections others might have. Step 5. Interpret results. After analyzing your data and possibly conducting further research, it's finally time to interpret your results. As you interpret your analysis, keep in mind that you cannot ever prove a hypothesis true. Rather, you can only fail to reject the hypothesis, meaning that no matter how much data you collect, chances could be always interfere with your results.
Welcome on board. This is Flight KFC to New York. New York style chicken iyan. Bago magumpisa, humanap muna siyempre ng KFC. To the left, to the right. Pagkatapos, kunin ang tissue sa kaliwa, i-stretch ng galare at ilagay sa iyong collarbone. Sabay kagat sa KFC New York style chicken. Coated in spicy buffalo sauce pa yan. Ops, take it easy. Spicy yan. Kaya i-dip muna sa creamy yogurt sa iyong kanan. Gayon. Lasang stage talaga eh. Sit back, relax ka laang diyan, and enjoy your KFC New York style chicken. It's finger-licking good.
Job order costing is a system for assigning and accumulating manufacturing costs of an individual unit of output. So, for example, we have the white-collar businesses, including law firm, accounting businesses, and also the private investment company. Next one is a medical service businesses, including hospital, small doctor's office, and billing companies. So next is a film studio or the retail companies, including the clothing producer and also the retail outlet. Job order cost system must capture and track by the job cost of including each job, which includes materials, labor, and overhead in a manufacturing environment. So, to track the data, we need to use the job cost sheet. So, the job cost sheet including name of the company, address, job requirements, and also the date promised, and date started and date finished. So, for that, also including the direct materials, direct labor, and also manufacturing overhead. And for the last part is the total of the three.
Kung crispy chicken lang, kulang. You deserve butter. Bagong KFC Crispy Butter Chicken. May linamnam ng butter. Bango. Pati rice, butter. Hanep na sa crunchiness, may malupit na KFC gravy pa para sa'yo. The Crispy Butter Chicken, gawa ng KFC. So good. Butter.